Hi, everyone, and I hope everyone's doing great. As usual, thanks again for tuning in, and hope everyone's having a good end of the year, and looking forward to a new year coming up. Goes by fast as always. But thanks again for watching, and let me know if you have any comments or dialogue or suggestions or ideas or anything. And of course, thank you for watching, and subscribe if you haven't already, and give it a thumbs up if you like it. So I want to talk a little bit. I'm smiling because I say a little bit. I just tried doing this video and it ended up being like 30 minutes. So I'm trying to figure out how to shorten it a little bit and stay on topic. But it's about what happens when we die, specifically the life review, because I've seen there's a lot of theory around this sort of thing. From I think some religions speak to this. Don't quote me on that one, but I've read some. I want to say it's been a while, but like Far East, like New Age, and also I want to say Buddhism too. Maybe touches on this. I could be totally wrong. I'm sorry, but and then a lot of like psychics talk about this, or people who have had like near-death experiences. I think even like main Western religions talk about this sort of idea. Okay, so before I ramble on too much, so what it is it is true, but it's not required, and it's not something everyone goes through. So here's how I understand it, and just to kind of preface this, everybody will enter the afterlife, period, and there's a process in place, and it's neutral and objective for everyone, and simple as that. And when we get there, we're awakened, and so remember, we're physical and non-physical. So these are the two parts that make us what we are. And once the physical dies and is gone, it is gone, and we are left with our soul. So our soul is our collection of, thoughts and memories and observations and knowledge and experience. And this is non-physical. This is eternal. This stuff does not deteriorate. It doesn't like age like our bodies do. We don't have to sustain it through, food or sleep. It is there. And once the connection physically happens, we are forever non-physical, and that is the state that we are made of and will be in forever and ever. So there's no returning. There's a physical universe, if you will, and then the afterlife, which is purely spiritual. So this is how I understand it. I know there's a lot of ideas and theories about this, but this is how I understand it and what I believe. So and then once you get there, you are awakened immediately. The transition is immediate. There's no waiting or wandering. There's no wandering souls or that sort of thing. You are awakened, made whole, and you are immediately in a state of pure calm and absolute love. So nothing negative. Remember, things can be measured as frequencies, for example, energy. So if you think about that, it's like a TV station or a radio station, how you dial into things. So everything has a specific number or a way to identify it, including emotions, so, stress, anger, the effect it has on us, love and joy and that sort of thing. So when we are awakened, our souls are tuned in to a state of pure calm and neutrality and joy. There's no negative frequencies at all, and it's meant to make the transition perfect. And there's no fear or anything like that. So, and then once you do wake up, you're explained to where you are. And after that, literally, it's as simple as you're woken up, and then you're told where you are, and then everything's okay. This is the afterlife. It is real. And then it's simply your choice to do whatever you want. So you are, again, awake, immortal, and healthy, and can choose to travel anywhere you want or visit anyone you want to. And it's all literally based on free will and choice. Remember, everything is neutral and objective. So now the process of a life review, it's an option, and everybody does it from what I understand. So no matter what, when people cross over, they choose to analyze and review their life. Because what that allows for is you to ponder and realize and understand exactly what just happened to you down here, and get a better understanding of it. And you know, understand your dynamics and between people that are still on Earth and those that could be waiting for you in the afterlife, like friends or family. Like, oh man, I understand that, or this, I need to tell them this, or I need to apologize for this, or thank them for this. So our memories can be refreshed, so everything is brought back into full clarity, and you have everything from your whole life made immediately available, and you can analyze these. And everyone does it because it's a very powerful learning lesson, and we go and we learn again what happened to us and how we choose to incorporate this and move forward. So the nice thing with this, remember, if you look at everything like pure energy, and in eternity, remember the idea of eternity is real. Therefore, eternal time, eternal love or joy or bliss, most importantly, eternal possibility is simply a fact. So, once you are done through this transition period, if you want to go say, you know what, I enjoyed 9 to 5 work. I'd like to go find a job somewhere, but I like working until I feel muscle pain and shoulder pain and that sort of stuff. You can go do that and re-experience this. You can do whatever you want to, but there's always a transition where you're calm and in a great state. You don't have to sleep if you don't want to, or eat. You can if you want to, but before you go do whatever you want to, or visit or do anything you want to, there's a chance to review what happened to you on Earth, and everybody does it. So it's a way to also understand how to either accept or let things go as well once you get there. So it's not a perfect process, even though everybody is in heaven and it's perfect and fair for all. Once we get there, not everybody's going to get along when I get there. There may be, after like an analysis, you're not going to like this person or that person. And it could range from the most trivial thing to like a very hurtful or traumatic event. So this is another opportunity, especially if you're affected by those sorts of things while you're still down here, to kind of step back and look at it from a clear head, where you're not emotionally affected or impacted by sleep or your environment or anything. Other people, whatever life throws at you when you're down here, you can say, okay, I understand this, and now you can move forward better, or release it. And a lot of people, you have the option too, like if you go through something like negative, for example, you can still keep the memory, or you can remove it completely. So remember, everything is energy. Everything can be defined. If something is like, if you have a memory of something negative, it can be quantified. It can be identified, just like it is like in your head, that sort of thing, and you can just remove that. Simple as that. Again, it's just like tuning into frequencies or tuning out of frequencies. You could just identify something or remove it from your memory banks. A lot of people choose to leave that stuff in place, but disconnect from it emotionally, because that's what really holds us down here is our emotional connection and reaction to things. So just to kind of respect or always remember what they've been through. A lot of people hold their memories intact, but choose to move forward in a state where they are empowered and feel perfect forever. But you do have the option to just remove it completely. If you want to say, man, that was just a horrible time in my life, I don't want that in there at all, either as a memory or as a form of emotional resonance. Even if it doesn't impact you emotionally or mentally at all, you could just remove it and be done with it. So it's a way to heal and move forward, and things can be erased or enhanced or removed. But the nice idea about this is that there's a perfect process in place for you to do whatever you want, how you'd like to deal with it, forever. So this life review, it's a very real thing that everyone goes through. But again, it's an option. And however you'd like to do that, it's a very enlightening way to review yourself and others and Earth in general, and just what it is that's going on down here, so you can take the next step of your journey, like into forever. So that's basically it. It's something that we have the option to do, and again, nobody turns it down for the reasons already stated. It's a very powerful thing to go through, and it's something that we will have the option to do before infinite possibility is made available to us. So it's exciting if you think about it that way. Remember, we all die, we're all going to enter neutrally, objectively. There's no reward or punishment. There's no forced process to go through other than waking up and being made whole. Things are explained to you, and then you're free to basically move forward. So negativity is released, removed, and you can basically enjoy yourself. And there's always a way to handle these things. Remember, infinite possibility means if there's a problem, there's always a solution. So anything you'd like to heal or let go from, period, has a solution. So it's nice, it's empowering to know that one day we'll be somewhere where there is no human condition, because we sure haven't got it right yet while we're down here. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you. I thought it was kind of nice. That's my understanding of it. This review that we all have the option to go through once we get over there. And it's an ongoing process too. Like, let's say, 500 years, it's kind of weird to say, right? Like in 500 years, after you go through a few more centuries of life, you can always stop and do another life review if you want to. So it's an ongoing process as well. But it's a big first step. Once we get through our physical life here and we die, we review it. So, and then after that, you can do it as many times as you want to, like every 100 years, every 200 years. And again, just, like we do down here, we ponder and we reflect and that sort of thing. But the beauty of having that option in the spiritual realms or the afterlife is there is infinite possibility. There's infinity that we can apply to the process. Where here, we're very limited. So it is an ongoing thing as well. So I hope you found that interesting. That's my understanding of it. I wanted to share that with you, and that it's really cool stuff. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you later.